In class 11 business studies, we are on chapter number 4 and our topic is e-banking. E-banking is the part of business services banking. See, as I told you, in present scenario or due to COVID pandemic, you can see that without online transactions of bank, no one can survive nowadays. It is necessary for business as well as for other members of society. So e-banking is a common concept nowadays. E-banking means electronic banking, online banking, okay, or banking through internet, through the website or the software of banking system, and you can do it through your cell phones or through your computer system. So e-banking is a new concept, famous concept, popular concept nowadays. Those people earlier, those who were not using online transactions, not having faith on online banking, nowadays they are doing, they are using it. Why? Because due to present situation, rush in the banks. So nowadays everyone is prefer e-banking. Why? It saves time. It saves efforts. See, if I want to transfer money to my daughter in Ahmedabad, it's not possible for me to go there and give it to her for 10,000 rupees. What should I do? I should deposit that money in her account, that will automatically transfer, or through online transaction we can deposit that money. So online transaction, e-banking, electronic banking are similar terms, but e-banking is little bit wide because it includes many things in it. So yesterday I gave you the business services banking. And in banking, I explained you that bank and the financial institutions are working for the society. They accept their deposits. They're giving them loan, and they are giving them allied services. Allied services means additional services. Now I told you, see, I'll make the diagram, then you will be able to understand. Accepting deposits, giving loans. Then in deposits, I gave you 5 types of accounts. Current account, saving account, recurring account, FD, and multiple option. And I told you to discuss it with your parents. That businessman opens current account because they have to do frequent transactions, many time deposit, many time withdraw, and current account holders can get the overdraft facilities. Then saving account, I gave you the example of salaried people, and for saving promotion, and the government also for Jan Dhan Yojana, they initiated saving account facilities and for transfer of subsidies also. Then third, recurring deposit account. Recurring means repeating frequently every month, fixed amount deposited till fixed time period. That is pre-decided. And on maturity, bank will return you your money with interest. Then fixed deposit, large amount deposited for long time period for future savings, for future needs. And bank will give you money back on maturity with interest. And multiple option means various options they will give. So deposits are there. Then loans also, I gave you the detail that bank overdraft, cash credit, term loan, etc. Now I told you you have to discuss with your parents. And I'm sure you all must have saving accounts, ATM cards. Your parents must have fixed deposits for you. Sure, FD they have. So discuss it with your parents. They will give you better ideas and detailed knowledge how to operate bank account, how to get the passbook filled, how to match your balance, what are the facilities banks are giving. You can discuss this point with your parents. Now e-banking is a new term. You will give them information about that, or they must know about it. So today's topic is e-banking. And my dear children, look at the screen. E-banking or internet banking or online banking. See, any user can get connected to the bank's website to perform banking operations and services with the help of computer or mobile phone. Shivin, please note down, make the notes proper. Shivin? Yes, beta? Yes, please. Now this is through bank's website. Okay, it is possible through mobile phones. Nowadays, so it's very easy. Noel John, please note down. Noel John, note down, beta. Any user. User means what? User means account holder. Noel John, better note it down. User means account holder. Account holder means the person who has account in the bank can get connected. They have their unique ID, unique account number also through bank's website, and they can take the services online. Now, what are the e-banking services? Now, my dear children, note down. First e-banking service is ATM. Note down the spelling. Automated teller machine. Automated teller machine. Note down the spelling, Himang. Manav Jain, please note down, beta. First e-banking service is ATM, automated teller machine. Note down the spelling properly. The next is EFT, electronic fund transfer. Electronic fund transfer. No need to go to bank. You just transfer the money. You just know the account number and name of the person to whom you want to transfer. And then you can transfer. Now it is become easy to transfer money from one person to another, from one place to another, from one account to another, from one bank to another bank. Now it becomes easy. Manav Jain, have you noted down, beta? NEFT, National Electronic Fund Transfer, RTGS, Real-Time Gross Settlement, all are mode of transfer of money. Then what is POS? Point of sale. You can see these card swipe machines. It has become nowadays common. Even a kirana store, general store, fruit seller, all have posts. You can swipe your card. Even on petrol pumps, you can see. Post point of sale, you can make the payment without giving them currency. Then EDI, electronic data interchange. Electronic data interchange means by sitting at home, if you want to change your address in the passbook, that can be possible. Even you can make, nowadays it is become easy or through ICICI. By sitting at home, you can open the bank account, you can open the fixed deposit and you can transfer the money. Okay, this has become electronic data interchange. Then you know about it. Credit cards, debit cards, credit cards, debit cards. Tanish Malik, note it down. Now my question is, do you think credit card and debit card is the same thing? Credit card and debit card is the same thing? Manav Jain will give us the answer. These are the same? Form your answer, we will discuss it. Okay. Now, what are the benefits of e-banking? Yes, my dear children. Tanishq, why we use online banking? What are the benefits of e-banking? First point, anytime service. That e-banking is possible by sitting at home anytime, 24/7, even on late nights, even on Saturday and Sunday, even on holidays. So anytime service is possible with online banking, or we can say e-banking. With the help of e-banking, we can get the facilities of any time service. Manan Sharma, please note down. Any time service. Any time means 24/7, even on holidays, even on Sundays, late night. If you want to take any service of bank, you can. There will be no tea break or lunch break. It is services provided round the clock. Then anywhere, see the slide, Priyanshi, see the slide, anywhere banking, either sitting at home or at office or roaming here and there or in the train or in the bus, wherever you are, you can use services of e-banking. See, we can get the benefits of e-banking anywhere. But only one condition is there. Yes, what will be the one condition? Yes, what will be the one condition? Only one condition is that there should be network connection. If there is internet facility, even on the peak of the mountain or anywhere in the nook and corner of the world, even in hilly areas, desert, mountainous areas, anywhere, you can make payments, you can get payments, you can transfer. This is e-banking, electronic banking, anywhere banking. So anytime, anywhere, but only network connection should be proper. It creates financial discipline. It creates financial discipline. Means through e-banking, we can transfer money online. Like if I have too much amount in saving account and saving account is giving less interest. What should I do? I should transfer the surplus amount which I will not require to fixed deposit account to get the better interest. So it creates financial discipline. Financial discipline means e-banking helps us to decide where to invest. They will provide us complete detail. Just now I told you, they will give us the detail about rate of interest, about the duration, everything they will provide us through online, so we can take our decisions, financial decisions in a proper way. Then this is important, less risk, greater security. Risk of handling cash reduced. Like I am going for daily for walk, morning walk or evening walk, or at the time I can do the shopping. So there is no need to carry my bag. Just one card is enough. Okay, and card is having PIN number. Only I will know about that PIN number. If someone is doing something wrong, then there will be no loss, no risk of cash. Or I am giving you one more example. I am going for, I will go for summer holidays to spend in Switzerland or some other place. Then there is no need to carry currency with me. Only these cards, e-banking. Nowadays, so banks are providing services for cards for abroad also. So there will be less risk. No need to carry currency or notes or cash with us. Just you should have card, and everywhere in the every corner of the country, your card will be acceptable. And if you will get the permission from banks, then that will be acceptable in abroad also. So e-banking provides us security. E-banking provides us security, and there is less risk. Less risk because at the time of taking anything, for buying anything, for shopping, for petrol pump, everywhere they will accept your card. Everywhere e-banking is nowadays, the wallet facilities are also there, you know better than me. So risk of handling cash is reduced. Okay, agree Achal Jain? Agree? Not agree. Disagree. She is not agree. Don't you think that e-banking is provided as the greater security? Yes. Now, workload on branches reduced. Earlier, what happened, for every transaction we have to go to bank. And there is nowadays, due to COVID pandemic, we don't want to go to home. We don't want to go to bank. We don't want to go to anywhere where there is the public. What to do then? We need money and our salary transfer in the bank accounts. Then what to do? Just use e-banking. Transfer the money. Transfer the money in your wallet, ATM. Use the card. Use the online transfer. E-banking is everywhere. You can use your ATM card. You can use POS. What is the meaning of POS? Just now I explained. What is the meaning of POS? Payment on sale. That is applicable in the branches. So we discussed these things today. These are the facilities, e-banking facilities provided by banks. E-banking, internet banking. Then internet banking provided us automated teller machine, electronic fund transfer. In EFT, we have RTGS, NEFT, just now I explained you. Then POS, point of sale. RTGS means real-time gross settlement. And NEFT means National Electronic Fund Transfer, payment of sale, electronic data interchange, credit card. Okay, we will discuss that. Now benefits anytime, anywhere, financial discipline, and they will help us, they will guide us also, bank people or bank sites. They'll give you the detail for how much amount you have to deposit, for how much interest you want to earn, what will be the time duration. These will give you the details. Then less risk and greater security. There will be less risk because no need to keep the cash with you. The workload on branches reduced. Now people are not ready to go there and make the long queues. Just by sitting at home, you can do the online transaction or e-banking. Now my question, which was the question I put up, was Mehak Bajaj, please switch on your video. Now our question is, Mehak Bajaj, what is the basic difference between debit card and credit card? This is the question we discussed. There is the difference between debit card and credit card. And Manav Jain told me that he will give the answer. Manav Jain told us. Where is Manav Jain? Yes, Manav Jain, I unmuted you. What is the basic difference between debit card and credit card? Please unmute yourself. I unmute. Yes, please. Yes, Manav.
Ma'am, credit card is built for later date, and debit is directly on.
Shivin Soni, do you want to give the answer? Do you think debit card and credit card is the same concept? Similar concept? What is the basic difference, Shivin Soni? Yes, please. If you know the answer, and if you don't know the answer, then also you'll say, no, I don't know. Mehak Bajaj, you switch off your video frequently. Yes, Shivin, don't you know the answer, beta? Manav Jain gave the answer, you can repeat that one only. Yes, Savan, yes. What is
payment made through debit card is made from the money we deposited in the bank, while credit payments made through credit card is made by the money we borrowed from bank.
Okay, correct answer. See, credit card means first do the shopping, then afterwards we will pay. And debit card means first deposit in the bank, then you can shop or you can spend up to a limit. Okay, so this is the difference. So when the recession came, then everyone told that it will not affect in India. Why? Less than European countries, because there people use more credit cards. First they spend, then they think to deposit in the bank. But in India, it is our common tendency. First we earn, first we deposit, then we think to spend. Okay, see, yesterday I told you, now also today I am also giving you one task. Talk to your parents, talk to your grandparents. Are they ready to use online banking? Do they have faith on online transactions? Are they ready to use debit card and credit card? Ask them, discuss them with them. Tomorrow we will discuss. Okay.